Welcome to Nasdaq Trade Talks. We're coming to you live from the 529 conference. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq. And as part of the Nasdaq Fund Network's partnership with ISS Market Intelligence, we're pleased to be hosting several key players, trends, and topics at today's 529 conference. Education savings is such an important part of any family's financial journey, and Nasdaq is pleased to partner with several of the key players in attendance at today's conference to provide transparency, awareness, and distribution for families saving for college and other education expenses. I'm pleased to be joined by my colleague, Devin McCarthy, Managing Director of the Nasdaq Fund Network. Devin, it's great to see you as always. Welcome back to Trade Talks.
Thanks, Jill.
And Devin, we're excited about sponsoring and partnering with ISS Market Intelligence here at its annual 529 conference. Can you tell us a little more on why Nasdaq is here and what you hope to accomplish at the conference?
Yes, happy to. And thanks, Jill, as always. It's really been a great year working alongside several different key asset managers and state issuers to bring awareness to the 529 space. Nasdaq partners with over a dozen of the large 529 state issuers and asset managers by providing transparency and registering 529s with searchable symbols, then publishing that market data pricing across hundreds of retail and institutional platforms. Our goal is simple. It's to put 529s on the same level playing field as other retail products such as stocks, ETFs, and mutual funds.
And Devin, we have discussed this before, but for those listening today, what do you mean about transparency in the 529 space?
Yeah, I'm happy to explain. So the Nasdaq Fund Network today supports several different asset classes by applying searchable symbols to over 35,000 investable products. More recently, the team and I have been really very focused on bringing this similar transparency to the 529 space as well. So we're working directly with asset managers and state issuers to register their share classes, then apply a 5-character searchable symbol to the share class, allowing both advisors and families saving for college the same transparency they expect to have into other retail products as well.
And Devin, that certainly makes sense. So why does this space need more transparency?
Yeah, it's a great question and one that I'm getting asked often. So, 529s at the end of the day, these are designed and created for the use of the retail investing crowd. Families saving for educational expenses for their children. 529 accounts deserve to have that exact same level of transparency as stocks, ETFs, and mutual funds. Let's say I have $25,000 in a retail online brokerage account, and I'm invested in a dozen stocks and maybe some ETFs. I'm also invested in 2 different 529 accounts for both of my children. I should be able to track my 529s just like I'm tracking my equities and my ETFs. All investors deserve to have a consolidated view of what they're invested in.
Right, and Devin, I couldn't agree more. And the purpose of the Nasdaq Fund Network is core to Nasdaq's purpose of bringing investments into sharper focus. Any additional items you'd like to share?
Yeah, one more initiative I'd like to mention is that we're currently working and planning on introducing a Nasdaq Fund Network 529 scorecard based upon feedback that we're hearing from advisors and issuers. Our scorecard is going to look at performance of 529s both quarter over quarter and year to date. We've not launched yet, but we're excited to be able to continue to bring enhanced data and analytics to the 529 space.
All right, amazing, Devin. Appreciate your insight today. As always, and we look forward to catching up with you soon.
Thanks, Jill.
All right, you got it. And thanks for joining us on Trade Talks. I'm Jill Malandrino, global markets reporter at Nasdaq.